So, my dear student, let's welcome. We are starting chapter 1 of your class 8. Name of the chapter is rational numbers. Okay. Before we proceed for the rational word, let me explain you about the numbers which we have studied in all these previous classes. Okay. Numbers words are familiar. Okay. Very much familiar you are with that. Numbers as the digits we are calculating from all the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are simply called the digits. Okay, and these digits, if we arrange them in proper manner, then they are becoming the numbers, right? So, dear student, let me introduce you one set, that is a set of natural numbers that we define by n. So what is n? N is a set of natural numbers. N is a set of natural numbers. Please remember this thing. Now this set of natural number, generally this n is not simple, it is double. This way we can write. Define the set. So we can define set n is a natural number in curly bracket, because set is a group. Set is a group of a member. We can say it's a collection. That is the collection of some members. Okay. So n is having first member 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. Nobody knows which is the last number, right? So simply I should say n is a set, which is n is an infinite set. That is, set of infinite numbers lies in this set n. So n is an infinite set. That is the first set of natural number. The smallest member of natural number is 1. Clear to you? Now let me introduce the second set, that is w. W is a set of whole numbers. This is also a set. This is also a collection. And which is the first member of this set of W? Of course, it is 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So, my dear student, W is a set of whole numbers. Okay. This is the set of whole numbers. So, I am mentioning it here. This is the set of whole numbers. And beside this, I should say this is also a set. W is an infinite set. W is an infinite set. Clear to you? This is also a set of infinite numbers. Okay. This set is also having we can't say the last number of this set, but the least number, the smallest member of this set is W. Clear to you? So, my dear student, one more set let me introduce after W is I. Now, what is I? I is a set of integers. I is a set of integers. Fine. This is the set of integers. Clear to you? Now, what is I? I, how can we define? I equal to means I, the set of I that we define this way. Both the side it go endlessly, so we need to mention it this way. So, set of integers is having -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and it goes endlessly to the both of these sides. So simply I should say which member is the which member we can consider is a part of this set of I. Simply. That is all the positive, all the negative numbers. Then second, all the positive numbers. And of course, and 0. and 0. All the negative numbers, positive numbers and 0, they are the members of set of integers I. Okay, this is sometimes we can write in a double this way, set of integers. W can also written as in double this way, and can be also present through double N. Now this set of integer is also, I is also a set of, that is also an infinite set. That is also infinite set. Right? So all the way, these are the previous knowledge. Okay, this must you have to carry along with that, and we will proceed towards rational number. Let me recall full again. N is a set of natural number. All the members of set of natural numbers are positive numbers. You can see it begins from 1 2 3 4 and go endlessly to the right side of the number line. And similarly it is n is a set of infinite numbers, so it is an infinite set. Second set, as I introduced, W is a set of whole number. The whole number, the least member of this is 0. The least means smallest member of set of whole number is 0. And whole number is a, you know very well, that is also an infinite set. Third, I introduce here I. I is a set of integers, and I contains all the negative numbers, positive numbers as well as 0. Set of integers I, it contains all the negative numbers, positive numbers as well as 0, and this set is also endlessly go to the both of the side of a number line. So simply I should say I is a set of integer, that is also an infinite set. Clear to you? So after introducing natural number set, whole number set and set of integers I, let's move with the set of rational number. Let's see what is set of rational number. So let's work out on set of rational number. The question in your mind, after all, what is set of rational number? Sorry to say, as set of natural number, as set of whole number, as set of integers, we are not able to write as equal to particular. Find particular numbers inside the set. We are not able to write exactly. So how to define? The problem is that with that, how to define? Before we define, let's work out on the set of rational number. Actually, the set of rational number is totally a set of fractional number. So my dear student, you have studied in your previous classes all the fractional number. All the fractional numbers, they are when we divide particular number. Suppose I am taking example. If I ask you to divide 15 by 3, then of course we will have 3 5 15. So simply I should say here we are gaining quotient. This is quotient, right? So actually when we divide 15 by 3, then answer is coming in a quotient form. This is called quotient. What we call it? Quotient. Therefore, dear student, the set of rational number is defined or symbolized with Q only. We are defining set of rational numbers not with R. We are defining set of rational number by Q. So, why it is Q? Because Q indicate they are the set of all the quotient of the fractional number. These are the set of all the quotients of the fractional number. Simple. So how to define? Now in a set form, if we write here, we can't write in a numerical way, but we can write the definition this way. Just look at your screen and try to understand. Set of quotient can be defined by P by Q under the condition P comma Q belongs to. This is the symbol belongs to this C, and between that you line when you see this indicate belongs to. This symbol indicate belongs to I is a set of integers, and one more condition along with that, Q not equal to 0. Fine. This is the set of rational number. First, please remember, dear student, set of rational number is actually a set of quotient. It is a set of quotient. That's why the set of rational number is symbolized with Q. We symbolize this set with Q. So, dear student, rational number set we can write Q, that is equal to P by Q. Here small q, where P and Q. Here where. What is the value? Here you can add the word where P comma Q belongs to I. This symbol is belongs to I means all the members. This is all the way these two, both of these are the member of set of integers. Means this number in numerator, this number in denominator, they must be integers. Clear to you? And one more condition along with that, that is Q not equal to 0. And what is Q here? Q is a denominator. So Q not equal to 0. Denominator should not be 0. Let's take some examples. Okay. Let's have some example. Suppose I am writing here one number 2 by 3. Then of course you will say yes, it is a set of, it is belongs to Q. This is a part of rational number. Reason behind that? What is the reason? 2 by 3, they are simply, I can say it is in P by Q form. Agree? We can write 2 by 3 in a fractional form, that is P by Q is a fractional form, that is 2 by 3. So simply we should say that P by Q 2 by 3 is a fractional number, so it is called the rational number. One more example I am choosing, minus 5 by 18. Fine, suppose. So you can see here that is also a member of set of rational number. Why? Reason, what is the reason? Because you can see numerator is minus 5. Numerator is minus 5 and denominator d equal to 18. Now minus 5 and 18, both of they are minus 5 and 18, they are the part of set of integers, because we know set of integers, it contains all the positive number and negative number also. Clear to you? So any number which you can write in P by Q form, fine, that is also a part of rational number. One more example I am choosing here. Just look at your screen. Suppose I have 1 upon minus 100. Is it a part of a rational number? Is it rational number? How to check? Let's check. Is it so? Then check the numerator. 1 is numerator. What is denominator? Minus 100. Now numerator and denominator, are they a part of integers? Means are they integers? Means 1 is an integer number, minus 100 is also integer. Yes, because we know that integer means all the positive and negative. So it can, both of these are the part of I. Now along with this condition, this much is not enough. We need to check this condition also satisfied by any fractional number. Now what is this condition says? Q not equal to 0. It means that denominator should not be 0. The value of denominator, it must not be 0. So it indicates that here 3. You just see 3 is a denominator. Is it 0? No. So it satisfies the condition to be a P by Q, to be a rational number. Now what about 18? Just look at your screen. 18, is it 0? No. Again the denominator is not 0. So we can say yes, it is a set of rational number. Once again check here for this 1 upon minus 100. In this number, minus 100 means denominator is 0. No, minus 100 is not equal to 0. So of course we can say here all the way denominator not equal to 0. That's why all these three numbers which we have written, which we have chosen as an example, they are rational numbers. Fine. Now one more case we are choosing. Okay. See, suppose I have 0, 8. What to do with this? Is it a part of rational number? How to check? So let's consider numerator is 0. Yes, 0. Denominator 8. Yes, denominator 8. 0. Sorry, 0 and 8 are the member of set of integer? Yes, because 0 and 8 both are, this is positive number, and we know that integer contains 0 also, because integer contain positive number, negative number as well as 0. So 0 and 8 both are the part of integers. So it satisfies first condition to be a rational number. Now let's work out on the second condition. The second condition says to be a rational number, denominator must not be 0. Let's check. What about 8? 8 is in a denominator. Is it 0? 0 is given in denominator? No, not at all, because here 8 is an integer, it is not a 0. It means that 8 is not equal to 0. So denominator is also not 0, not equal to 0. That's why 0 by 8 that belongs to Q means simple I should say any number when it will be divided by 0 gives the result 0 we know. Suppose you are choosing 0 by minus 100, then also it is 0. Then 0 by minus 15, 0. 0 by 1, then also 0. Because the value doesn't change any number when we are dividing 0. Any number with which we are dividing 0, its a value remains 0. So 0 is also a part of integer, and we are successfully able to write 0 in the form of p by q by writing any number in the denominator, because its the value doesn't change. So you can see 0 can be written as 0 by minus 100, 0 by minus 15, 0 by 1. So all the way these are, you can see they are in p by q form. All these number which I have mentioned here, they are in the form of p by q, first condition, and second condition denominator not equal to 0. Of course here minus 100, minus 15 and 1, these are not equal to 0. That's why simple conclusion, let's come to that, 0 is also a rational number. Keep this in mind. 0 is also a rational number. Reason behind that, when we divide 0 by any of the number, we are able to write 0 in a p by q form. That's why that is the part of rational number. Clear to you this much? So dear student, finally we come to the conclusion that rational number we are defining by Q, as Q is a set of quotient, and we can define it in the form P by Q, that is fractional form, where the condition, under which condition, P and Q, they belongs to I. This is the symbol indicate belongs to. Please remember this, belongs to I, and Q denominator not equal to 0. Okay, this is the way of defining all the rational number. Actually, if somebody asks, is it a finite set? The numbers are limited. No, dear student, Q is also an infinite set. This is also an infinite set. Means innumerable members are there, uncountable members are there in this set. Okay, now the first question will arise in our mind, what about integers? What about natural numbers? First question, are natural numbers, they all are rational number? natural numbers are rational numbers? Can we say all the natural numbers are rational numbers? Of course, we can say, because we know that in natural number we are having 1, then 2, 3, 4, and so on, 100, so on. Like that, these are natural number. Can we write 100 as a, sorry, can we write 1 as a 1 by 1? Its a value doesn't change. The simplification of this is coming 1 only. Can I write 2 as a 2 by 1? 3 as a 3 by 1? 4 as a 4 by 1? 100 as a 100 by 1? So dear student, any natural number we can write in a P by Q form. You can see this is in a P by Q form. These all the numbers which I have written, they are in the P by Q form. And of course, you know, the first condition says number which we can define in P by Q form and denominator should not be 0. Then all the natural numbers, they are rational numbers. Please remember this thing. Yes, we can say all the natural numbers, they are the rational numbers. Clear to you? Now let's work out on the second. Are all the whole numbers? Are all the whole numbers? They are rational numbers? Are they rational numbers? They are rational numbers. Whole numbers are rational numbers. So let's focus on whole number. In whole number, the smallest member is 0. Then of course 1, 2, 3 and so on. All these numbers are whole numbers. Okay. Now can I write 0 if I divide this with 1, 1, 1, 1? Then its the value doesn't change. And successfully we are able to write these whole numbers in a P by Q form. P by Q form under the condition numerator 0, 1, 2, 3, they are belongs to integer, positive number also. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, denominator, that is also part of integer. And along with that, one more condition, q not equal to 0, denominator not equal to 0. Of course, here it is not. So, finally, we should say all the whole numbers, they are also rational numbers. Clear to you? First, please keep this in mind. All the natural numbers, they are rational numbers. All the whole numbers are rational number. Now, next point, next topic is all the integers. Let's work out upon that. All the integers are, integer numbers are, they are also rational number. Please remember this thing. Any integer, okay? Suppose I am choosing negative, because so far for positive you are very much comfortable with that. Now let me choose one negative number, -3, -2, -1 and so on. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, they are always, okay, they are also part of integer. Now can I write -3 as a by 1, -2 by 1, -1 by 1? So dear student, -3 by 1, its a value doesn't change, its a value remains same, -3. -2 by 1, its a value doesn't change, the value remains same, -2. -1 by 1, in that value doesn't change, its a value remains same. So simply I should say this is also we can write in P by Q form. See, numerator is -3, denominator 1, numerator -2, denominator 1, numerator -1, denominator 1. So simply I should say yes, all the integers are rational numbers. Clear to you? Now dear student, as we are working upon rational number, as we have seen all the rational number which we are defining by Q, that we are in all the numbers in P by Q form, where P comma Q, they belongs to I, set of integers, and Q not equal to 0. Now some example, let's try to understand. Suppose I have one example about this. Let's talk about that. Pi upon 0. What to do with this? Pi by 0. Is it a part of rational number? Question is it a part of rational number? So I should say no. What is the reason? Because it satisfies the first condition. Which first condition? 5 numerator, 0 denominator. Numerator, it is numerator is belongs to numerator and denominator belongs to I. That is first condition, it satisfy. But the second condition, denominator not equal to 0. But here you can see 0 is there. Here denominator we are given 0. You can see denominator we are given 0. So it doesn't satisfy the second condition. So in such a case, any number when we divide by 0, any number divided by 0, so its a value will be infinite. It is not a set of rational number, but its a value is infinite. Okay, so how should I write? Simple. If I have 5 by 0, then its a value is infinite. We can define with this symbol. Please remember, it's a new thing you are learning. Keep this thing in the mind. Further, it will be useful in next class. When we divide any number by 0, then this symbol is indicate infinite. This is a symbol of infinite, or you can sometimes say it not. You can say it is. Sometimes we can say it is not defined. We call it not defined. Sometimes divided by 0, any number. Suppose I am choosing one more example. Minus 115 divided by 0. Of course, it is not belongs to Q. It is not a part of rational number, because the value of this is infinite, or simply I should say the value of this type of number is not defined. Infinite word also you can use, or you can say it is not defined. Okay, so here is the complete solution, means complete explanation I have given you about rational numbers. As we have begin from set of natural number, then whole number, then we have proceed towards integers, then we proceed for the set of rational number, that is Q, and under which conditions the different numbers they are giving the results. So this is the complete explanation of rational numbers. I hope it's clear to you.